The term stained glass can refer to the material of colored glass or the craft of working with it. Throughout its 1,000-year history, the term stained glass has been applied almost exclusively to the windows of churches, cathedrals, chapels, and other significant buildings. As a material, stained glass is glass that's been colored by adding metallic salts or oxides during its manufacture. The colored glass is crafted into stained glass windows, in which small pieces of glass are arranged to form patterns or pictures, held together traditionally by strips of lead and supported by a rigid frame. The term stained glass is also applied to windows in which the colors have been painted onto the glass and then fused to the glass in a kiln. The Church used the beauty of stained glass not only to lift men's souls closer to God, but to inform us of the saint or patron's life and purpose through translucent pictures. They play a part in making the church that special, sacred dwelling place of an all-powerful and loving God. A guiding rule for the symbols used in stained glass windows is that, in general, the saints usually hold in one hand a symbol of who they were, a martyr or doctor of the church, and in the other hand, a symbol of what they did in life, or the cause of their martyrdom. The 17 stained glass windows in our church have a long history. The windows came from Annunciation Parish, located in Chicago at 1650 North Paulina around Division and Paulina Streets in the Bucktown area. Annunciation Church was built to serve the Irish Catholic population in the community in honor of the announcement to Mary by the angel Gabriel that she would conceive a child who would be the Son of God. The first Annunciation Church was built in 1866. That building was razed and another built in its location. Again, the second Annunciation Church was razed and replaced by a third and final church. That church met the same fate. Membership had dwindled and operating expenses were becoming a heavy burden. In 1978, diocesan authorities announced that the territorial parish of Annunciation would be consolidated. Spanish families who had belonged to the parish were invited to join St. Mary of the Angels Church, St. Stanislaus Kostka Church, St. Hedwig Church, or St. Aloysius Church, all of which had Spanish-speaking parishioners. The last Mass in Annunciation Church was celebrated on June 25, 1978. The church was torn down about 1 year later. Parish records were transferred to St. Mary of the Angels Rectory just a few blocks away. Our parish records have very little information about how we acquired the windows. A popular story is that Frank Ringa Sr., a parish member and founding father of our business neighbor across the street, Ringa Funeral Home. It is said that he transported the windows from Annunciation Church to Prince of Peace in the funeral home's hearse. Whether it was done to show reverence and respect for the Annunciation Church community in Chicago, or that no other vehicle was long enough and available at the time, is currently undocumented. As a Catholic community, open and willing to share Christ's presence and love, we favor the former version. The windows were installed as part of the new Prince of Peace Church in 1980. Prior to our expansion in 2004, the windows were situated close to the pews, which caused fractures and other damages beyond normal wear and tear. As part of the renovation process, the windows were thoroughly examined, cleaned, and the necessary repairs made. To prevent any damage during rebuilding, the windows remained stored until after the construction and renovations were nearly complete. They were then reinstalled and helped beautify our church today. If you have a story relating to our windows, either a faith-based story or of their history and origin that you would like to share with the Prince of Peace Parish community, please contact the parish office.